How do you turn a boy into a man?
Puberty's definitely got something to do with it.
Just wipe your hands with it. Puberty will do that.
The TV will teach him how to do that. What do you got for me?
You didn't want to mention anything about my haircut?
Hair, I know.
Well, fuck. What's it?
I don't know. You're a bit on edge because there's a lot happening, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to get it wrong.
Doesn't?
Because you'll come at me like a diva.
I tried to look my best in front of you.
I know that.
And what do I get? I get fucking nothing.
You didn't get
Get
anything.
nothing. Why do I bother?
Because I didn't want to be like, oh, new haircut, and you take it the wrong way. You've done that before, and I do have to dig out some sort of memory to be like, oh, you get a haircut. And you're like, what's wrong with it?
No.
What's wrong with her?
That is a complete lie. You are lying right now. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to the listener. Welcome back to Two Doting Dads. My name is Matty J.
I'm Ash.
And this is a podcast all about parenting. It is the good, it is the bad.
And the relatable. You got a hair out of place.
Oh, for God's sake.
See? As soon as I mention it.
No, there is a difference between saying, that's a nice haircut, and you have a hair out of place.
Yeah, because you're vigorous. I'm just helping you so that for the camera.
So you'll happily attack the hair.
I'm not attacking it. See, this is what I mean. You misunderstand me trying to be helpful with being attacked.
Goodness me.
It looks good.
Shut up.
Why'd you, see? I just said.
Well, you've set me off now.
Okay. Give me a look at the back. Very, very high and tight, as they say.
Anyway, housekeeping.
You look
What do you got?
Beautiful message from two of our listeners, Kiara and Tom, who are driving around Australia with their baby daughter, Millie. Love Millie for a little girl's name.
Thank you.
Little girl. Thank you? You're just taking credit for it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like it. We're just over 5 months into our lap around Australia, nearly 24,000 kilometres down. My God.
What's that? What's Sydney to Melbourne?
It'd be like 900 kilometres maybe?
24,000.
Let's round up to 1,000 for that one. So it's like going back and forth 12 times.
Wow.
Maths.
Do you reckon is that like around Australia twice? What are they doing? Are they lapping Australia? We're in our fourth lap of Australia.
Yeah, but it would be like the scenic route, right?
Well, if you're going around Australia, I think there's only one way to go.
I wonder if they've run into my friends Josh and Sian because they're going around Australia as well. Do you do it clockwise? Do you do it anti-clockwise?
I think it's clockwise.
I think you have to.
You have to, yeah. Otherwise, you'll hit people if you go the other way.
True. You'd be on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. I finally caught up on all episodes, all 182 episodes.
I think we used to sound pretty shit back in the day. Like, can people notice a difference? Did we get better, or we be like the same the whole way through?
I think we've got more confused with where we're at
during
an episode.
When we first started, we were so the relationship was so new.
Good. I mean, anyway, let me finish this. Then we can talk about that. We've been absolutely addicted during every nap time drive, doing it with our 11-month-old. She was only 6 months when we started. Your chats have kept us laughing and feeling less alone out in the middle of nowhere, away from our friends and family. We just really felt the need to say thanks for keeping us company on the road. You are welcome.
Wow.
That's lovely.
That better be in the Apple Podcast reviews.
Just copy, paste, boom, done.
But a lovely touch.
Very. It's
Gorgeous.
Nice to get a message like that. It feels good.
Ash, you know we love a gender reveal here on the podcast.
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely love it. It's my biggest regret in life is not doing more of a gender reveal type activity.
Yeah, I feel like there can be some nice little simple ones, and then there's
the
fireworks.
I want planes, as they spray the crops, but it's spraying blue on everyone. It's anyway.
Yeah, I want something similar. Yeah,
but there is a gender reveal that I've seen online.
Okay,
and it's beautiful.
Okay.
If I can just show you for 1 second.
I would love to see it.
I'm going to show you the image of the gender reveal, and I want you to see if you can pick what's a little bit unique about this one.
Great use of words.
Can you spot the problem? Well, is it a problem? I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Well, it's two women and a man.
There's 3 people in the photo. And they've done it's a very traditional gender reveal where they've got the confetti,
Nice touch, that. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, well, look, what I'm seeing is that there's 2 people that are pregnant. So is it a throuple?
But the thing is, Ash, Yes, you're right. It is a throuple. But the throuple is between a mother, a daughter, and a man who is not the dad. This man has come into the relationship at a later date, and he has managed to get the mum and the daughter pregnant.
Okay. How does that even come about? And they look happy.
They look very happy.
Are we just as a human race at the point now where we're like, fuck it? Because 20 years ago, that'd be on Jerry Springer shit.
I think, yeah, it would be. I think maybe now, maybe we're the problem for seeing that as being something that is not right.
Too taboo, you'd say.
Yeah. I mean, also, is it real? Because the mum's quite old. The mum she's quite, to be able to have a baby at that age, I don't know how old
she was. You look quite young.
But like...
The confusing part about that is...
So wait, what does it make... What does the mum's baby and the daughter's baby... What relation are the two babies?
And then how do you have that conversation when they're out and grown up?
Because your brother or sister is then your auntie.
Are they setting these kids up for trauma?
I mean, when you're thinking about naming a child and you're like, oh, do I want to call it like, Rachel, Bachel, like what words
Bachel?
I couldn't think of anything. Couldn't think of anything that when you're like, I don't want to give them anything that puts a target on their back.
Yeah.
Whereas these two have like gotten the target, enlarged it, tattooed it on the back and being like, there you go, good luck.
And put it on social media.
Yeah, good luck in fucking high school.
Oh my God, it's a mess, isn't it? And that's the thing, right?
No, it's not a mess. It's beautiful, Ash.
It's beautiful to them.
To share...
It can be messy though. I'm just
share
saying.
A pregnancy with your mother, beautiful thing. And who are we to judge if they're consenting adults?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused of what they are going to be to each other.
It's beautiful.
Okay, let's. Yeah, it's beautiful. I think it's a bit weird. I'm just gonna say it.
Are we endorsing this? Wouldn't go that far.
No, I wouldn't say.
But as long as they're happy, they're not hurting anyone.
It's like
we're happy.
Me knocking up April and then just being like, "You're next" to her mum. Like,
you have talked quite highly of her mother. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, I know she's interested.
You're thinking about it.
Definitely not. Look, it's a bit weird for me. It's all a bit weird for me. I think I'm not an overly traditional guy. But that seems a little bit obscure.
I didn't pick you as being such a prude. Ash.
I'm open-minded sometimes.
I'm surprised you haven't asked any questions, but Marlie finally had her end-of-year dance recital.
The dance recital that stopped the nation.
You don't ask about my haircut. You don't ask about the dance recitals. You talk about the relationship being good back in the day. All I'm saying is that you're not putting in much effort.
Okay, noted. How did she go?
Very good.
Okay, give me a rundown of the day.
It was a very stressful morning. Very stressful morning because we had to get to the hall. The hall is like an RSL.
It was a morning event.
So we had to get there for 9:15.
What was the weather like?
On-site, beautiful weather.
Okay, good.
Great weather. But it's just as things do in the mornings when you're dealing with 3 kids and one of them is a newborn, just everything moves a bit slower. Also, Marlie, I now know, I'm putting it down to nerves, but Marlie was like, I don't want to do it. She's like, I don't even like dance. And I was like, that's really weird. You do like dance. And she's like, no, I hate it. I don't want to do this. I can now realize that she was really nervous.
Yeah, it's like Oscar, like he'll be like, oh, I've got a sore tummy. And it's like, are you nervous, mate? And like,
you
forget that they got nerves too.
I know. But I also think she's such a confident kid that I'm like, oh, she'll do anything.
Yeah.
But it was at this RSL. Within the RSL is a theatre. It's about 500 to 600 people. I've heard the theatre is the home of the Australian Magic Mike. It's a very well-known venue.
Seems inappropriate.
Also the home to the Tiny Tots Dance Recital 2025. I
love all the poles in here.
Yeah. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, it's like, this one's slippery. Mine's sticky. Ew. What's all this glitter?
But I always thought, leading up to the concert, I was like, why the fuck are we doing it at a big old venue? We can just do it at the school hall, or we can just do it in the room. Just put the parents down one side.
Totally.
To watch the concert. And I was like, that's enough. We're talking about 3, 5, and 6-year-olds. We're overcomplicating this.
Yeah, totally.
And there was costumes. There was very particular instructions on how to come arrive with had to have a high ponytail, Had to have
Are you sure? You said to me that this jiu-jitsu thing's like a cult. Are you sure this is not a cult? You got rules.
Dance is a cult. I think it is, and I'm into it. But we got there. We were a little bit late. Like, couldn't.
Big surprise. Oh man, there's a theme here.
Couldn't get a park. And then I was like, Laura, I'm going to leave you with Lola and the newborn. I'm going to run Marlie in because we're running late. And Laura's like, well, why don't I run her in? I was like, because you don't know the RSL. It's a big venue. You'll get lost. So we're having the argument in the car as like another parent walks past. And we're like, oh, hey, Susan. Don't mind us just yelling at her.
Just follow Susan in.
But we got there, and also I didn't realize parents had brought bouquets of flowers.
Is it a wedding? What is going on here?
People were like, oh, you didn't, where's your bouquet of flowers?
It's just to throw on the stage afterwards.
Or to present, not to throw. Take this.
Just throw a pair of underpants on there like they did with Tom Jones back in the day.
So we didn't do that. And then Laura was like, go get a bouquet of flowers. And I'm like, where am I going to get a bouquet of flowers from on Anzac Parade in Sydney?
Woolies.
There was no Woolies around. Yeah. So I didn't have the bouquet. But Marlie she was pretty nervous. And I did before Marlie went on stage. And by the way, we're out of housekeeping now. I yelled at the MC.
Oh, God.
I heckled the MC.
And we're back in housekeeping.
I heckled the MC because he was a good MC. I'll give him that. He said, everyone make some noise. We're here for the dance recital. And he goes, I just want to give a special shout out to the mums who have been up this morning stressing out over the high ponytail. Oh. And I said, what about the dads?
Smart.
And people were like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, everyone was like,
relax, bro.
Get him out of here. No flowers, heckling the MC. That's enough, mate. You're out.
But it was 22 performances in total that we had to sit through.
Wait, whoa. 22 performances.
Yeah, because you had acro, you had the conga, you had
How many did Marlie do?
One. The second last one.
Oh,
I know.
That's torture.
I know. And some of them were quite cute. There was some where the kids, the 3-year-olds, the curtain opens and they're all just like, oh.
Yeah, they're the ones I want to watch because it's like, there's chaos.
And the dance teacher came out at one point to the 3-year-olds and was like trying to get them to, they were on a straight line and they kept like ants, like scattering. And the dance teachers are coming on trying to put them back on their straight line. And you're like,
That's entertaining.
It was good gear.
That's good gear. I think at that age, it's so funny, like them just bumbling through it, and like these kids are like, and then it's like get on stage and look confused,
and then half of them would walk off stage, and there was a set of stairs at the front, and half of them would kind of like. Kids, it was chaos.
If you spot your parent, you're
you're just like, oh, there's mum. Oh.
Yeah, it was like when Oscar was doing the school assembly, all he did was stare at the seat that he was sitting in. And I could tell what was going through his brain. He was just like, I can't wait to sit back in you. But were there any really good 3-year-olds, or are they all just like, once one goes?
There was a couple, you'd see one little stand out and you'd go, oh gosh, she's like, that girl's quite good, To be fair, the 3-year-olds, any bit of movement.
It's basic movement.
A lot of them just stood there still.
I like it.
Scared, petrified.
I would want to watch those ones.
As all the parents are there going, woo, in the audience. It's a lot. You're on stage in front of 500 parents and they're all wooing and cheering.
Why?
It's a lot. But Marlie was great. The performance was really good.
What do you remember? What song or what?
Yeah, I can play the song if you want.
Oh yeah, please. Oh yeah. Let me see that.
Great song.
That is a good song.
Great song. And the hair. I was very, very worried about the hair. I used about half a tin of hairspray. Because the hard thing was with the hair, Rash, trying to get the fringe. She's got a fringe, trying to get the fringe back. I said, do you want the fringe out? Fringe in. And she wanted the fringe up. And so to get the fringe, luckily it was a high ponytail, so I could get the fringe in with the rest of the hair. And I was brushing so hard. It was like her eyes were getting sucked back.
I'm not good with the hair. I'm really not.
It's like a painting. But
when I do the hair and go out in public and someone's like, oh, and it's really bad, because
Yeah.
it's terrible. They're like, oh, see, Dad's done the hair. I always throw April under the bus. That's how it was Mum. She's bald, actually. How does that make you feel?
My goal in life is to be able to do a plait.
Yeah?
That's my goal.
What?
Next year.
Dream high.
But then after the performance, the show was over. They had the big finale, all the kids on stage, everyone's cheering. And after she came off stage, and Marlie was like, that was the best day of my life.
The endorphins would be through
They
the
were
roof.
pumping. She was just like, I love this. And she wanted to quit. She was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then after the concert, she was like, let's do it again.
Yeah, can we do it again every Saturday? No.
So we're now a dance family.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was the nerves all along. Because remember I said last week that something's happened that's made her not like
Just
it.
the
But
nerves. I think it was the nerves, bro.
if you took away the concert, she probably would have still loved it, right?
I think, do you know what? She was loving it up until she realized there was going to be the concert.
There it is.
Like, so obvious. So obvious.
We figured it out.
Crack the code. She's now got auditions for school dance. So we're currently learning a dance for auditions next week.
Give me a move. What's one of the moves you got?
1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
One,
What do they call
2,
that one?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow, that's well done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're learning.
You are a dance fan.
I am. I'm
You've
in.
both done Dancing with the Stars. Hang on a sec. Let's just talk this out a little bit. And now Bali does dance. That's all I got. So I was really I'm trying to project that into be something way bigger than it was. But yeah, dance family.
I know.
You're renowned. You're known for it.
I know. They did a part where they invited some of the dads on stage to dance, and I couldn't get picked because I was up in the second tier.
Oh, because you waited too long to get tickets.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I know. And it was good gear actually. The dad's dancing on stage as like a halftime entertainment.
That's
As
clever.
like it was very good.
You're not getting me up there though. No fucking chance.
You.
No way. How many beers would I ever had to have to get up
there's
there?
no beers. The RSL pub wasn't even open.
What? That's unbelievable. Good thing we're not doing dance. Cool. Well, I'm glad she killed it. So does that mean the dances end for the year?
No, it's still going.
Oh, it just keeps going.
Still going.
All right.
2 more weeks.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
And they have like an off season.
It's the off season for dance.
It's dance off season, yeah. It's
No,
more
because
of a...
the school dance starts next year.
Oh.
Fucking 2 dances. I think Lola's going to start dancing anyway.
I can't believe they're in their final term of the first year of school.
I can.
What the fuck? Where did that go?
I know, mate. Ash, there is a question that I don't have to ask myself because I don't have a son. You have Oscar. The question is, how do you turn a boy into a man?
Puberty's definitely got something to do with it.
Just wipe your hands with it. Puberty will do that.
The TV will teach him how to do that. That's a good question.
Well,
Okay.
I want to get your thoughts. There's a video that I saw online, and it's about a dad who's got an approach to parenting which I think is pretty dangerous.
Oh.
Have a watch of this.
Daughters are way easier.
Really?
Yeah, people say otherwise, but like all I have to do is take care of my daughter and love her and give her things and make her feel like a princess and she's happy. My son, on the other hand, it's harder for me because I can't just nurture him and coddle him like that. I have to set him up to be the person that will kill and die for the people he loves. When he's having a sensitive moment or whatever, I have to stop myself from fucking nurturing him and say, man the fuck up, young man. Oh, you fucking fell and hurt yourself? Shut up, stop crying. That's what you have to do with a boy. We're men, and that's what we have to do. We have to turn boys into men. Yeah. So that's the difference, man. Like,
Okay. There's a few things here for me. Firstly, he said, well, you know, we've got to turn boys into men. Okay. You don't do that by suppressing any emotions that they have, I think, because statistics will tell you how many men try and kill themselves every hour, tempted and succeed every day, every hour, every month, every week, whatever it is, because they weren't given the tools to be able to express their emotions correctly. Or not correctly is the wrong word, sorry. Express their emotions healthily.
At all, though. I think his example of his son falling over and him saying, man up, like, suck it up. Like you said, there is no strength at all in living in a world where you can't express any emotion, you just got to suppress it and you just got to bottle it up. And I think the notion that not showing emotion is going to make you more masculine and stronger and be more resilient, I think is so counterintuitive. If you grow up always being told that any emotion that you express, that's like being upset, being sad, being anxious, if you're told you can never have those feelings, you're going to have those feelings regardless. It's unavoidable that you're going to go through life, whether you're a man or a woman, you are going to have those emotions. And if you're being told by one of your parents that you cannot have those feelings, when you get to an older age and you do have those feelings, which again is inevitable, you're going to have so much internal shame. If you get upset and you think, I'm not allowed to feel this way, to have this idea that you cannot feel any type of emotion is so unhealthy. And it's just bottling it up in a way that it can never get released in a way which is healthy. It's healthy to cry. It's healthy to be angry within reason.
Yeah, and I think like that's very extreme. I think you're allowed, you should be building resilience into your kids for sure, but saying man up and get up if it's falling over is not how you would do that. See, that's, for me, it's kind of like, all right, I want to build resilience in him, but I also want him to be able to be emotionally healthy. Let's put it this way, right? When Oscar's older and out in the world and, you know, dating or whatever, I would love that he's emotionally available for a man or a woman, depending on how, you know what I mean?
Because I think not only, you know, talking about the emotions of being sad and upset, if you have those feelings and you're getting told to bottle it up always, I think it goes both ways. Like you said, if you're then told that, I think you're going to struggle as an adult growing up to have any type of emotion, whether it be love, affection, you're not going to have a repertoire of emotions that you can express freely.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's like, that's very aggressive, I think, what he's saying. Like, that is like drawing a line in the sand. I think, like I said, there is a spot in the world to build resilience. And if you want your boy to be, okay, well, you've got a little sister, I want you to, as you grow up, I want you to be there for her and be there for the family. But that doesn't mean completely cut off your emotional, you know what I mean? I think that's just a hard stance, being like you can't cry, you can't do, that's garbage. Because at the end of the day, we're all flesh and bone and feelings and all sorts of things. We all have the same organs and the same makeup and stuff like that. But it's like, well, this poor kid doesn't have a choice now that his old man has just been like, you know what, you want to, a line in there, he said, kill for your family. He said that in there. And it's like, but when he said it, it's kind of like he meant that. You know what I mean? You know when you're like, oh, I'd die for you guys, which I would, or I would,
The only way to be masculine is by showing violence.
By showing violence, by showing how fucking strong you are.
Couldn't be more toxic if you try.
It can't be good. Because then what does he do? This little kid grows up thinking, I can't show emotions. No other man around me can show emotions. Only women can show. There again is another toxic thought to think like, oh, these women are really emotional. It's like, people are emotional, moron. You know what I mean? Like,
totally. Dude, I'm so thankful that I grew up in a household where my mum didn't just allow, but encouraged any type of emotion. And it's a bit like when Marlie was being nervous about her dance. You know, if I was to say to her, you can't be nervous, you're not allowed to be nervous, be strong, don't let the nerves come through. You're allowed to feel that way.
Your emotions should be validated.
Totally.
Like, same thing with Oscar yesterday, right? For jiu-jitsu, he gets nervous every class. And I said, you're allowed to be nervous. But you know what? When you finish, then you're going to be happy, right?
Imagine if you said to Oscar, men don't get nervous.
Yeah, no.
If you get nervous, you're not a man.
No, that's...
How fucking dangerous is that?
But that's previous generations, right? This guy's just continuing this
Archaic
idea of like, men go to... It's like when someone comments on a man doing something like, men used to go to war. And it's like...
What fucking world do you live in? But I also think his approach to his daughter is also, I don't agree with it either, with the idea that in order to raise a daughter that's going to be a woman, all you have to do is just give her exactly what she wants. and she's going to be a princess.
Yeah, because then what is she going to grow up with that mentality and go into the real world where you don't just get what you fucking want?
Yeah.
You
What
know?
resilience are you building with your daughter? Like, it's so detrimental to both genders.
Let's say this, right? In 10 years' time, ask him the same question. When he's got a teenage daughter that he's given everything that she's ever wanted, right? Let's see what he says then. Because it's like, hang on a minute. I've raised this by giving her whatever she wants, and now she's just like walking all over me. Because we do know teenage girls, even teenage boys, like whenever you talk to a parent and it's like, oh, I love Macy, she's so sweet. It's like, yeah, she's sweet now. Wait till she hates you. You know what I mean? And it's not like, I'm not making that up. It's just like, like that's the character that.
But dude, also, you look at the comments in that video. There are so many people who are like, here, I agree. Absolutely. Men should never show emotion unless someone's died. Like, that's the only case where they can show emotion. It's like, oh my fucking God, dude.
I know.
Not to sit here and judge other people and how they parent, but I think when it's being done in a way that is so dangerous, you got to say something.
You got to break the cycle of this. Like you cannot exist in this world now being not showing any emotion, because all of a sudden you're online and you do something that you think's right, like suppress an emotion and comment on something else. You're a dickhead. You know what I mean? Like you're essentially parenting someone to grow up to be a dickhead. No offense. No, big offense. Fuck that. Anyway, I think it's toxic. It's an interesting question because I have been thinking about it a lot. Because, my kids are getting to the age, they share a room, they spend a lot of time together. You know what siblings are like.
Yeah.
Nothing ever ends happily. They're always playing, and then the only time it ever ends is someone's crying. They don't go, we should stop this. It's getting a bit
Because
much.
someone's going to get hurt.
Someone's going to get hurt. They don't give a fuck about that. And I was starting to think about the way that I parent Oscar, especially when he's interacting with Macy, who's a girl. And it led to a lot of anxiety for me
Wow, how
of
come?
late. So I booked in to pick up my therapy again, and I had been slack on it because I've been busy, which that's no excuse, because I found myself, and it was really, really, really prominent. First of all, it was like I was trying to stop the interaction altogether with each other because I knew where it was going to end up, in tears, or I would have to get upset.
Give me
with
an
someone.
example of an interaction where you were like, I've got to step in here and separate.
If they're just engaging in any activity together, just say they're doing playing snakes and ladders.
Yep.
Really good example.
Great game.
Right? It's all fun and games until one of them is a little bit upset about something that's happened, and then it's like it can be teasing or
like one's winning more than the other.
like
and-
Macy hit Oscar this morning.
Yeah.
After they were playing, just hit him, and I was like, just keep your hands to yourself. So this was happening, and I was getting to the point where I would hear them interact whatsoever, and I'd have this sense of dread. Like I recall vividly, I was in my room. It was early. They share a room, and I heard them interacting with doing something, and my heart rate was through the roof. Like I couldn't work out, and I was anxious because I knew what the end result would be, which is someone's going to cry. I'm going to have to step in, and it's going to ruin my day already because I'm going to get cranked. And I was just feeling so anxious about it. But then I was also thinking about the way that, because I heard a couple of times how Oscar was talking to Macy, and I was like, fuck, that sounded like me. And I was like, that's not good. He thinks he can talk to her like I can talk to him when he's doing the wrong thing. That's what he thinks. So it led to me thinking about like, okay, well, how do I parent this boy? Because he's getting older, he's getting, he's getting more inquisitive. He's lots of questions and starting to mimic things that he sees. And I was like, well, I want to build resilience in him as well as be able to be a good nurturing parent. But then also I don't want him to be scared of me when something goes wrong, because then he won't bring things to me when he really needs me the most. And I was really struggling mentally with that, with what's right and what's wrong. And it made me think about like, you know, what my dad was like and what his dad was like. And I tried not to overcomplicate it in my head. And I'm like, okay, he's only 6. You know, he's going to pick up things and put things down, you know, eventually. Like, his personality is going to change. But I thought, like, you know, what was my childhood like? What was my dad's childhood like with his father? And, like, we've progressively, and I don't want to shit on my dad and my dad's dad here, progressively through generations, fathers and sons have gotten closer. So, like, I remember when my grandfather died and my dad said to me, I don't remember the last time I hugged my father. That's what he said to me. And he goes, can we not be like that?
Wow.
You know? And
actually, I remember my mum has a story with her mum, and my grandma, my mum's mum, no emotion whatsoever. And I remember a family member, someone very close, passed away. I think it was my mum's auntie, so her mum's sister. And my mum, she was quite young. She was a teenager, went into the kitchen, hugged her mum, and was like, I'm so sorry. And her mum pushed her off and said, don't be ridiculous.
wow.
And it's like, fucking hell, imagine living and again, different generations, so not to shit on my family, but imagine living in a household where you can't even hug someone if a family member's died.
Oh, it's wild.
That's how rigid they were.
That's crazy, eh? Yeah. And like, that's the thing. Like, my dad and his dad, they would swap pleasantries, and it wasn't like they weren't at each other in front of us and stuff like that. But I know that Pop would come down so hard on Dad. And then when I was sort of growing up in my house, Dad and I were closer than that, but also as well, the given opportunity, he would come down on me as hard as he could. And I reflected with my therapist about a situation that happened when I was a teenager. And I was, like Oscar, really hard on myself when I didn't get something right, okay? And I remember I was cooking eggs in the kitchen. This is very basic. I was cooking eggs.
When you're a teenager?
When I'm a teenager. And obviously the pan was too hot because I'm a teenager.
Yeah.
And I got really angry with myself. No one else, but my parents heard me from another room, and Dad had a crack at me about it, right? He had an absolute dig at me about nothing really when I think about it. And Mum had a dig at him saying, you're just looking for something to have a go at him about. That's what you're doing to him. And I never really thought anything of it until now I've got Oscar, and I'm like, am I looking for a reason to discipline instead of I'm doing what I don't want to do, which is what I want him to respect me, not fear me. And I also don't want to be like, my knee-jerk reaction here is just to have a dig at you. And like, he gets so angry with himself with things. And I physically have to stop myself from getting angry with him being angry. And it was getting to the point where I was like, I need to change this.
But I also think it's the age. When you look at, like, Marlie's 6, right? And they're at a point now where they are being really independent, so much more than what they were before. Like, they can get dressed themselves, they can feed themselves, they can make decisions on their own. And so you're seeing them in a sense that they're little adults, but at the same time, they're 6. They are so young.
Oh, I know. And that's the thing, right? I would get so anxious. My heart rate would be so high before anything even happened, right? And then my immediate response is to just come down on Oscar. Why? Because he just reminds me of my fucking self.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I said to my therapist, I said, I don't want to be in a situation where April's got to have a dig at me because I'm trying to find a way to have a dig at my son. That's not parenting.
And what did your therapist say?
She validated it. That's exactly what she did. She validated it and said, okay, well, next time you're starting to feel like that, the kids are interacting because they're kids, they're going to play together. They love each other so much. And Oscar is so good to his sister, but I'll try and find, you know what I mean? But she was like, next time you're starting to feel, just say to April, I'm starting to feel a little bit anxious. Take a deep breath and think about a different way that you can approach it. Don't just do it. And that would be my reaction, right? And it really hit me hard the other day. And I know I left you guys a voice message where I was joking about Macy's bottom lip, but it fucking hit me like a ton of bricks, man, because I was coming down on something, the way that Macy was talking to her mum, and I've come from the other room flying in instead of coming in and being like, hey, what? Like, why are you talking to your mum like this? We don't talk to you like that.
Yeah,
You know
I'm not
what
going
I
to
mean?
let you talk like that. That's
Yeah.
rude because of X, Y, and Z.
I didn't. I found myself standing over her and the lip quivered and I had to ease it back because I was like, this is wrong. So, yeah.
But also just know that like I do that all the time.
I know.
Like you're not. It's not an isolated case for yourself to react that way and to let yourself try and discipline with a knee-jerk reaction of being frustrated and wanting to come down hard. I think every parent reacts in the same way.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be some instances where it's going to be warranted. And we joke about a lot here is like, why do I have to yell at my kids to get them to listen? And other parents out there listening to this right now know how frustrating that is because it is. And you get to the point where you're just like, I've got to yell here or nothing's going to happen. But for me, I'm like, okay, that's fine, but I don't want them to fear me.
Yeah.
There's a really thin line here where I'm like, okay, where can I be a leader and they can respect what I say? And I say, hey, guys, stop it. And they go, okay, well, that's it. You know.
Yeah, I mean.
And where's the line where it's like they hear me coming and it's like, I remember as a kid, you get scared.
Well, dude, you'd hear the cutlery drawer like rustle, and you'd be like, and I wouldn't want to misbehave because I didn't want to get hit with a wooden spoon. That's how I behaved off the back of fear of the repercussions of being in trouble.
And I don't want them to I just don't want them to fear me because the look in Macy's eye, and I don't come down on her very often, but she was very rude, and there was a better way for me to do it. But the look in her eye made me think, I come down on Oscar like this all the time. What sort of damage is that going to do to him? So I was really wrestling with that. That I was getting anxious and then I was getting depressed with the outcome. Yeah. And trying to suppress that again. And it was like, well, okay, I need to pick up my therapy again because and I've spoken to you about this before, it just spirals for me into alcoholic, depressive episodes of days and days on end of me trying to just suppress it and act like it didn't happen. It just got to the point where I remember it was very early in the morning and they started to just talk. And I was like, it was like a pit in my stomach. My heart, I was sweating. April was at the gym and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
But like credit to you for having the self-awareness to be like, I am struggling. Like this is something that I'm not coping with right now because there are so many people out there who would just continue parenting in that way of the cycle of wanting to have their kids fear them. I think that is the easiest way to parent, but also the least beneficial to grow up, to have a really healthy relationship with your kids.
Yeah, and I know we say we joke about it, and we joke about like I can be.
We're giving advice.
I can be erratic, and that's, a lot of that is a joke, and I'll try it, but then I thought it was a joke, and then I realized it's actually doing way more damage than I thought. So I think look, I'm going to yell, I'm going to be erratic, but I need to balance that out with being able to treat Oscar with a little bit more nurturing. Yeah. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
Yeah.
Lola, who's 4, she's probably the naughtiest. Like Marlie is a bit of a stickler for following the rules. Yeah. And the other morning, Laura was out the door pretty early and Lola woke up. Laura was already gone. And Lola always has a morning cuddle with Laura. That's how she starts the day because she couldn't have that.
It's like a coffee.
Yeah, literally. And so she was just so upset the fact that there was no Laura. She didn't get a chance to say goodbye, didn't have that cuddle. So she was just having a tantrum over everything to the point where I gave her a wheat Bix. She wanted to do the honey, but I didn't know that. So I poured a honey on the wheat Bix.
Oh, God.
And she just was hysterical, crying, drooling because she was crying so much. I was so close to being like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to have this. You're not going to react. We're talking about honey here on your breakfast, and the way that you're reacting is completely silly. Because my biggest fear is I don't want her to think that she's allowed to react to that situation, which doesn't warrant how she's behaving. My fear is that if I allow her to do it once, then she'll react in the same way to other situations.
Yeah. She's like, I know what I can do here, and I can just cry.
That's it. Yeah, and I'll melt down and I'll just get what I want. So my initial reaction was I need to like discipline her because she's behaving in a way which is really silly. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to try a different tack to how I would normally parent. I just gave her a hug.
Yeah.
And it's what she needed.
It's crazy because you don't, in that moment, you think, like you said, you're like, we sort of think that they're way more autonomous than they actually are. And we think and April said it to me before, she has said, you are putting too much pressure on him. He doesn't have the regulatory systems, and same with Macy that we have. But because we just think that they should. And yeah, the problem here was that you had that thought. I wasn't even having that thought. It was getting worse. So it was like, yeah, I needed someone to say to me, okay, well, why don't you tell me how you're feeling right now, and then take this session out to the world with you, and instead of knee-jerk reaction to stop whatever's happening, just take a deep breath and think about like, what else could I do here? Maybe I could get them to decide themselves of what they should or should not be doing.
You
know
know
what I
also
mean?
is going to pick up on the fact that you've changed how you parent. He's going to be like, Ash, what's going on with you, dude?
Yeah. He'd be like, is everything okay? No. And I think like, yeah, it's, having a boy, I know you don't have boys as well. I don't want him to think that he can talk to women, like.
Yeah, but dude, at the same time, the way Marlie speaks to me and to Laura, I look at Marlie and I'm like, I don't want you behaving in a way where you think you can talk like that to anybody.
Yeah, very true.
And so I think like you may think it's a gender thing. I just think it's an age thing. Like me not having boys. Like I think the exact same way about my eldest girl.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
But anyway. we talk about trying to regulate our emotions.
Yeah.
Did have a little moment where I didn't regulate them very well.
When?
Have you ever had a situation where you've been riding your e-bike and a car's kind of come out at you?
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
So I was leaving my house down the road.
Yeah.
Not far from our driveway is a little apartment complex. And there's often cars coming and going. It's a very busy apartment complex. And I had Marlie, I had Lola in the back of the e-bike.
Oh.
And whenever I see a car that's merging on, like I always drive pretty slow. The e-bike is a bit of a like dad's e-bike. Maximum I'm going 20 k's an hour.
Yeah, that's not that much, yeah.
And if I see a car merging on, I'm just pretending like they're not going to be able to see me. So I kind of have my hand hovering over the brake. And then as I got closer, I was like, yeah, this guy's not going to see me. He's pulled out in front of me.
Oh, God.
And I swerved and I missed him.
Oh, God.
It was a little bit hairy.
He was hairy or the situation was hairy?
The situation, both.
Okay, good to know. Hairy shoulders.
There was a bear driving the van.
Yeah. He's like, rah!
So I stopped in front of him and I did the look over the shoulder. And I did.
It's the international sign for oi.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and I kind of I went both hands up. Like, come on, what's that? What's that about? Hey, what's that about?
What you doing?
And he looked at me, and what I was expecting was a hand up apology, so sorry. And he then gestured me to keep going. Come on, bud.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Carry on. Get out of here. Shooing me away.
That's more hand signals I've got from any driver in Bondi, if I'm honest.
We were speaking in sign language here. I was like, what about this? And he's like, da-da. Yeah.
As I pointed
and I
out.
was like, what? What? In my head, I was like,
He might as well flipped you off.
yeah, well, dude. So I was like, hey, buddy, I got two kids in the back. You've just pulled out in front of me.
What was he driving?
It was a white van.
Did he have puppies in there? Go.
And I was like, you just pulled out in front of me, dude. Like, come on. And he goes, fuck off. Gave her the finger.
Oh, yeah.
Should I have regulated my emotions? Yes, I should.
Yes.
Did I? No, I did not.
How did this go down?
And I was like, are you fucking serious? I was like, you're going to flip me off. Mate, I've got a 4 and a 6-year-old on the back of my bike. You're not even paying attention to the road. You pulled out in front of me. You pulled out in front of me without saying sorry. You're telling me to then fuck off? Are you kidding? And he was like, mate, Jesus, move on, mate. There's nothing in it. What are you doing? And I was like, I was furious.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, learn how to fucking drive, pal.
Oh.
And he was like, oh, righto, mate. Yeah, good one. And the kids were kind of like,
What do we do?
Dad, is everything okay?
Oh.
And so he then just like sped off, going
Okay.
past me. And I was like,
I'll get you.
and I was so angry. And then I look up to my left,
Oh, no.
my neighbor, the family down the road, walking with their pram. And I was like, hi, Hannah.
How many F-bombs did you drop in there, though?
I think it was like 3.
Yeah.
I think it was 3.
Look, I don't mind that.
I was furious.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
I was-
warranted.
Okay.
Did you explain to the girls that he
She-
pushed the limit?
I think Hannah across the road was like, he almost hit you. And I was like, thank you. You almost did.
Okay. Yeah, I think your reaction's fine. I would have flipped right
Oh,
out.
my God.
Smashing windows.
And the kids were like, what was that about, Daddy? And I was like, nothing.
Nothing.
We're late for school.
Oh, my God. It's rude. But I probably would have reacted the same way as a lot of people. Like, it's hard to.
I wish you were with me.
Yeah. Just back it up. Yeah, whatever he said. Yeah. But if you've enjoyed this episode, please, like I have, I've enjoyed it, then you can please leave Matt. Oh, well, I'll let you do the begging.
Please. For the love of God.
You've tried all different types of begging.
Yeah, how can I approach this one? I would
Yell.
I'll play this one like a bit like I don't
Nonchalant.
Yeah. I was going to say that word. I was like, I don't know how to say that word properly. Nonchalante.
Nonchalante.
I mean, a review would be good, I guess.
Okay,
That's
if you want.
You don't have to.
If
but
you
it'd be-
want.
Like, I might read it if it's there.
You don't have to.
I mean, 5 stars if that's what you're into.
Whatever.
How was that?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can join us on socials. Two Doting Dads, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's it
I
for
think
now.
that's everything. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Does the fly want to say something? Oh, it can't. It's dead. It's dead. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Sorry. Bye. Bye.